And here's a look at the latest from the Dove newsroom. 6 people were injured near Santa Barbara, California when a bus carrying farm workers caught fire. The bus was transporting dozens of farm workers along the California coast when it caught fire near the central California coastline. Workers jumped off the bus while it was on fire and still moving. Authorities are investigating the possible cause of the fire. Well, at a time when the United States has not got the respect on the global stage that it once had from a position of strength and leadership, constant terrorist attacks abroad and at home continuing with no responses. And this is according to harsh critics who say many fear that they will lose unless the USA steps up and takes global leadership position back with a firm hand. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump at a town hall meeting says America needs to get back the world's respect.
But they don't respect us. They don't respect our country. They don't respect our president. They don't like our president. Putin doesn't like our president. Putin has no respect for Obama whatsoever. Wouldn't it be nice if we could actually get along with Russia? Wouldn't that be a decent thing? Wouldn't that be nice? But there's no respect.
And Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump will be campaigning over the weekend in Pennsylvania and Connecticut. Democratic hopeful Hillary Clinton will be at a fundraiser in New York City. Speaking of Hillary Clinton, she delivered a speech at a fundraiser in Michigan yesterday. An economic reporter from the Associated Press was there and says that she's talking a lot, but not really saying anything. And he said that not that what she's saying is true or false, but more or less it's just pandering to the audience of the moment in front of her.
I call President Obama and Hillary Clinton
and John Bogue from the AP went on to say that not much of what Clinton says in speeches is based on any facts or states any actual information. He calls it a bedtime political rhetoric, and he released a story report that fact-checking her speech online that you can check out. Well, the Medford Air Tanker Base was on the priority list for Congressman Greg Walden while here in Southern Oregon to see. He toured the facility with the local airport officials along with the BLM and Forest Service official. Walden was instrumental in saving the base from packing up and putting away ships years ago, and he secured the funding and explains the process.
And we've also supported fires down in California, down in the Happy Camp. We've flown this year. In fact, we put quite a bit of retardant down in Happy Camp here in June. And then we got real busy down there. Again, we didn't have anything local, but we were flying, helping folks there in California. So we do cover, like I said, all the way down to Wairika, California, and all the Happy Camp and the coast. A lot of times, a lot of people don't even realize we're busy, and there's nothing happening locally.
Walden continues to support any and all measures to ensure Southern Oregon is protected and that the air tanker base has the resources that it needs to protect the fire danger from this area from disaster. Well, for years in America, food was plentiful and oftentimes was being consumed and the excess was being disposed of. But as times have changed, that's all changed. We'll have more about that later during the news break. Stick around for that. Right now, let's take a look at our weather forecast as we start heading into the weekend. Going to be hot, as we've been telling you. Look at that. Nothing but sunshine in the Klamath Basin, getting all the way up to 92, 93. Then it starts a little bit of a cool down and mid to low 50s overnight. As we take a look now for the next forecast on the day, we're going to see for Northern California a couple 100-degree temperatures scattered throughout there. Today, Saturday, 102 and 100 on Tuesday. For the Oregon coast, lots of clouds, lots of cool temperatures. That might be the place to be. 70 degrees pretty much for the most part, 55 overnight. And as we take a look at the Central Oregon forecast, 91 today, and we'll see in Southern Oregon too some high temperatures, 103. Be sure to join us weekdays for Mornings on the Dove right here on Dove TV.